New though. Caught a bit of the stream again. Hey, how's it going? So this is a deck based on N'Zoth and Dead Man's Hand. You generally want a Dead Man's Hand than N'Zoth. That way you can get multiple. And the second N'Zoth usually rises more because the first N'Zoth already gives you more death rattles, so you pretty much guarantee a full board with the second N'Zoth, even without that many death rattles played. I prefer not to curve out with like coin armor smith axe shield block. I kind of want to take some damage. Nice. Yeah, he doesn't know what I am, so he's gonna make the choice to attack there. The pretty normal choice I would feel to attack. Still, the minion. If he plays a Jade Blossom, he's trading Battle Rage right away almost. Okay. I could just let this go, but I'm gonna play this because I don't want to draw those weapons, right? Like, once I draw too many of those weapons, well, I'm gonna get less draw from Fortress Souls. Those are my last two weapons. Probably gonna get me in trouble here. Let's go ahead and Blood Razor attack and attack again next turn. I think I like that a little bit more because his Jade's still at 1, although he's likely nourishing. If he nourishes, he has some blossoms that I could potentially play as well. Let's go and Axe here. Axe is down over 2 turns. Oh, I should have played the other one, the other Axe. Should have played at least something I drew with Fortress Souls. That feels good. Should not start with a, a Nourish here. Oh, wow. He does not get Fandral Valley from that because, you know, he could have just cycled it for 1. Didn't need to do the 4 to that. Didn't need to do the 4. Let's play Geist ASAP. Now we only have to deal with like 9 Jades. Oh, he just top decked the Idol too. Wow, he's so unlucky. Because he would have played Idol earlier, but he top decked it from the Wrath. It's actually caught it in his hand. So we got the Idols, right? So we have, let's see, 2 of these, 1 Aya, 2 Blossoms, 2. So it's 1, 2, 3. So we have to deal with 7 Jades and 8 with the Death Rattle Aya. Ideally, I sleep against the 4/4 Jade. That's like a really good turn for that. We could force the next turn if we want to with Blood Razor sleep. I don't have to get the Valley from the second axe. Like, next turn is very ideal for sleep. Sure. I mean, there's no Shield Slam in our deck. Is this the Dog's Dead Man Hand deck? No, this is not Dog's Dead Man Hand. That's a different kind of deck. That kind of deck is a fatigue deck. This one is, I mean, it's not that, it's not, this one's not like a fatigue deck kind of, but it's totally different. That one doesn't run N'Zoth in any minions other than like the draw minions and Colite Oracle. Pretty good sense, pretty annoying. I'm thinking trying to set up for ultimate here. I feel like our life is very important. We have a lot of card draw because after his ultimate, we're going to be playing Cold Light too, which implies that I don't really need to play Acolyte here with the Blood Razor. I'd rather just get more armor because at this point I'm kind of running very thin on life, I guess, and I have a lot of card draw. I have one Bring It On in this deck. Hey StrifeCro, big fan. Do you think Hearthstone will be transformed into the world of Hearthstone? No, I don't. Curator feeling is kind of clunky with Dead Man's too. I'm not sure. This Cold Light is not even like a card that's really supposed to be in this deck. It's just kind of just there. I want to have one, just to have a little bit more card draw. Let's see, we can AoE for 4. It looks like this is going to be a brawl turn. Kind of feels weird. Unless we can draw for execute. I guess we can draw for execute here. Or double fishes. I get screwed over too much, I feel, if I don't fish here. You can win different ways. Sometimes you can win with fatigue. I feel like it'd mostly be aimed towards the Zoth, but ultimately it's a control deck. We're not going to interact with this board, just going to take some card draw here. We can't really ultimate infest. We can't really Cold Light until the ultimates, because right now we're winning off the fact that he doesn't have ultimate in his hand for a while. I think I take too much damage by attacking this, though. I did want to set up the attack potentially. Oh, that's a pretty good draw. We could do that instead of Battle Rage. Well, we could do both actually. I take 1 damage, I go to 20. Actually, I gain 5. There's no way I play Bring It On here. Here, let me put Battle Rage first. Our 2 hatchlings are the bottom 5. Here, let's draw here. Wait, actually, this makes more sense. I think this makes more sense than here, still. Because we're taking 1 damage instead of 4. We're moving more guys. Maybe it was better to attack the other one, actually. Because if I leave up one of the taunts, like if he plays other minions that can attack the low health taunt. That's kind of scary that he drew this now, because I figure this turn I'm going to be bringing it on, but he has a big hand now. So he has used 1 swipe. If we attack here, Whirlwind, we go to 8. I don't think we can die 8, actually, but it's pretty close. I think we're just going to play... bring it on here. That allows them to flood so hard. I could brawl, but ultimately it's still the fact that he can like cast spells on my stuff, play stuff for cheap, squeeze in more hero powers. Like he doesn't have to bloat up the whole board. He can cast a combination of minion spells and hero powers, and they're all useful. If I can't draw 3 cards this turn because I'm gonna mill myself, so there's no point in like whirlwinding first. Right now I attack whirlwind. I have to bring it on here. But drawing 1 extra charge is bad. Is he gonna force me to burn and execute on this? Tempo is everything. Even though he does like execute so good against Jade, I feel like it's better for me to still go ahead and chop this guy down. I want executes, so I'm going to Dead Man's Hand here. Whirlwind execute. Just play more minions. More Death Rattles. Now I have another N'Zoth in my deck too. He shouldn't be able to burn us out of the game. We have no more really armor because our Bring It On is gone. No more armor smiths. But, you know, he's almost out of stuff. We can just taunt him out and spam N'Zoth. Cool. We don't have enough minions for me to keep Battle Rage, I think. Let's go inside the coin. Against aggro, I think I might be coining out Fortress Souls so I can curve out Axe into Ravage and Ghoul and stuff, but against Jade here, it's not that good to do that. It's really nice to draw Fortress Souls early. It's because it thins out your deck so fast. That makes it so I don't really want to keep Battle Rage. I've been liking this combo a lot, like Fortress Souls, 4 weapons. This is between Coin, Bloodraiser, and here. I feel like I want to get down the Geist ASAP, because he can nourish for mana into the hero power here, it's so clean. But this still allows me to play Geist much faster. Geist next turn. Not this turn, but the turn after. His Jade's at 3 now. Axe should be enough here. Because either way, I can kill Aya and every Jade that doesn't have taunt, but Jade Behemoth, I can't kill Bloodraiser either. Because the 3/6 taunt blocks me out. We're probably attacking. This guy is low damage. Like, we have so many weapons. This isn't like a high value attack because the 1-5 doesn't do that much, but ultimately against Warrior, 1-5 still does a lot with taunt because it's blocking my weapons, as well as I just need to clean out my hand a little bit. I have too many weapons. Want to start setting up for Battle Rage as well. I don't believe it's that big of a deal at this point to leave this guy up. I like setting up for a Battle Rage somehow. This is kind of weird because I'd rather attack here and then Blood Razor and leave it as a 3-1, but then I can't really, like, I feel like I have to Blood Razor and attack it. Good turn for Bring It On too, I think, before his ultimate. Because I want to get this Whirlwind going for next turn. So I'm always collating. If we draw 2 here, we're using 2 cards to draw 4 cards. That should leave us perfect. Ultimately, I think Battle Rage is a bit more clunky than Acolyte at this point, too. Acolyte starts developing in the body. Also draws us 2. Battle Rage, I feel like it's better, though. We might even play stuff on curve here. Losing 2 threats is pretty good for me. Kun is a pretty big threat. It's actually probably... Losing Kun is probably as good for me as losing a Jade card, because the biggest Jade cards get around 7-7 now after I milled both idols. And that's a 0 mana, 7-7. Gets us all his mana back. What do you think of something like Forbidden Healing, but for removing spells? Spend all your mana, remove alls. Whoa. Interesting. That's pretty cool. Maybe a cool like Priest card. Priest likes to disrupt your opponents like that. We have a sleep here, right? I mean, it doesn't sound that strong, though. Forbidden, you know, whatever, for Priest. That actually sounds kind of weak, but I don't know. The fact that you could target a spell, a certain... We're just trying to cycle into N'Zoth. There's no point in us playing Deadman's until we draw N'Zoth. Especially since, yeah, N'Zoth's our best draw. Instead of setting up for some kind of attack here, I think it's better just play 2 minions like Mountain Fire and Hatchling. Like, we could attack, execute... We could attack Direhorn, Battle Rage, execute, something like that, but it's not, I don't think this is like the best target to execute either. It gets bigger. kind of an easy turn for us to just stagger because they're playing a taunt. And then we can suffer Brawl next turn. Like, say he plays more stuff. He trades in the 6/6, plays more Jades, we can Brawl. This is more of a removal turn for him, I feel. Last guy's running Black Knight. It's really bad for us. Hopefully it doesn't have Black Knight. We milled his Spellbreaker. He has 2 swipes, 1 ultimate. The swipes is pretty scary. It allows him to push through so much damage. He has 2 more Jades after this. 1 more Spirit, 1 more Behemoth. We got through the Aya, which is really nice. Aya is so hard to deal with because of the death rattle, for Warrior especially. Yeah, let's Brawl here. We have a chance that our minion wins the Brawl too. It's nice. I like this into a setup for execute Battle Rage next turn. We can play both our minion, like we can play all 4 of these cards next turn, and then if the 6/6 trades, then we can attack in the 6/6, execute the last, like the other Jade. That's still taking 6 damage, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Kind of running low on removal, so one last execute for 1 last Jade. That's both swipes down. 1 more ultimate for burn. Maybe Malfurion for some burn. But we definitely need armor here. It's going to be hard for us to get that much armor. I guess with 2 shield blocks. And this Acolyte of Pain. So we have to execute here. I feel like we could survive with double minion, attack, execute Battle Rage. We'll be at 6 life. Oh, wait, we don't survive like that? I guess we can't Battle Rage. 60 can ultimate, Innervate, and he hasn't played either Innervate yet. Like, it's just too likely we die. Oh, that's very good. We get the best out of both worlds. This gives us another draw. I guess not as good as Battle Rage, but almost as good. And this means we don't die. Because at 8, we're not going to die here. 6 is his maximum burst with Innervate Ultimate. And he has 1 more Jade. Jade, Behemoth, 2 Innervates Ultimate. Actually, he has 2 more Jades, right? He didn't even play Jade last turn. This is a very good draw. That's our best draw. I don't even know if we have time to Deadman's before N'Zoth, now that we drew it. If we had 2 mana at the end of the turn where we drew it, we could just play it first, but I feel like we win when we play. We get, let's see, we get 1 Mountain Fire, 2 Dire Horns. How much slots do we need on board? That's 4 minions, N'Zoth, and 3 minions. We'll see, but I feel like I kind of just have to play him. This is a perfect turn for me. He basically did nothing. Oh, okay. Never mind. He did do something. Well, this means obviously we're not N'Zoth. People do this a lot. It's pretty good. Actually, we want to draw N'Zoth, right? So I feel like we want a Deadman's first here before Battle Rage. Save the execute. Oh, this is so sick. This gives me 6 armor and it gives me another minion for N'Zoth. These are his last 2 guys. He played them together. It's good play for him to set up this up with Doomsayer. We can't do enough with Execute. We don't even have an activator for Sleep. It just feels like we slam N'Zoth here and pray. $22 armor or life, I guess. I feel like he's gonna have to make some value trades into at least some of them. That enables me to just execute him after. If I draw my last N'Zoth, I feel like it's over. I'd get even more taunts next time. N'Zoth's still a stronger tempo play than double Matriarch even. He has Ultimate Infestation too. Ultimate Infestation. That's okay. It's obviously better to execute than to play at 6-9 because we execute 8-5 and we have 3 more mana. His maximum damage is 5 this turn with ultimate. I mean, I'm not 5, but like 5 from hand. We have 11. He needs 8 damage to kill us. We still haven't drawn our last ones off. I guess ultimately you just spam double Matriarchs, but we still need a way to beat this Jade Golem here. I can maybe beat on board at this point, just start trading into it. Can he get us low enough? We can't play N'Zoth next turn, huh? Because we're dying ultimate. We're at 5 exactly. But that's fine. I can't ever play 2 taunts because of ultimate. I was only at 5 life. Ultimate can get through the taunt. Oh, he's just dead. He does that. DK gives me 5 life, sure. Is that good? I don't know. It feels like better not to play DK.